Hello guys, we are back with some more Oblivion. This time, no, I'm joking. So this time I'm just going to show you guys some more how to get money, or gold. Basically what you want to end up doing is different methods. Now these different methods are just the same as I said last time. Well, these ones are at least a little bit slow and fast in my opinion though, but depending on how good you are. So here's the first one, and here's the awesome, impossible set to beat. I got this stuff, not this, don't count the rendering of the ages, but the greaves, the boots, and all that from here, that are enchanted from all over here. And where I got them from was at Rock Milk Cave, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Rock Milk Cave. And basically what you want to do in this kind of a case is if you go through a dungeon and you do this, you want to go sell it to the nearest shopkeeper, or at least go to a town that you know and love or whatever, and sell it there, and they'll give you a decent amount of gold. And since this is not Skyrim, they still have the gold and you'll still be able to sell more stuff. I don't know, I like Oblivion more in that kind of a sense. This is the first thing. Now what you want to grab is, depending on your level, grab the highest one you can get up to. What? Okay. So depending on your level, you want to grab the highest level, heavy armor, light armor. I'd say light armor is your best bet, but if you have a lot of carry weight, try and grab the heavy armor if you can, because heavy armor I think gives you about better, like it gives you more gold. So you want to sell like this stuff, go sell for 13,000. Yeah. Sell for another 13,000. Since you got that, actually, can I invest in your business?
Yeah,
I can.
I would gladly let you invest in my shop. The extra coin will allow me to purchase more.
Yeah, so then as soon as you get 500, he goes up in price. Or you can sell stuff in a higher price. But if you can't do this, you'll just keep on doing this and you'll be able to be better than anybody else. This is how I got my mercantile to higher amount. No, I didn't use the god stuff to do that. I had Daedric armor and I just kept on selling the ones I could find, and I just kept on doing that.
An excellent bargain.
And yeah, that's from the nice magic stuff.
A pleasure. Bye.
So, what else can you do? Well, what you can do is, if you want to... This is how I did mine. If you want to increase your alchemy, because as you can see, all my skills are 100, except for restoration, which is 106 apparently, but all my skills are 100. The reason why is because I just wanted to stay at 100, or I was going on a really good grinding spree, and I don't remember how I did it, but I went on a big, giant grinding spree and started to get all my skills to 100. And the only reason why I did that is because I wanted to see how good your character would be if all the skills were 100, and apparently you're like so overpowered you can kill stuff pretty quick like this. No, I'm kidding, that's just Nox. It's from the Oblivion. So far I don't have any Halloween mods, so I don't think I can go through them. Not unless you guys want me to do the Oblivion again. It's kind of a spoilerish thing to me though, but whatever. So if you guys want me to do a Halloween mod, just let me know and I'll do it. I'll do it all on a day, probably like 2 days before Halloween and on Halloween. So, hi. Alright. So, what else can you use? Well, you can, if you want to increase your alchemy but also increase your mercantile, this is how you can do it. Basically, you want to grab all your ingredients. Let's just say I have a ton of ingredients. Can I go back in here? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm going to do the last buyers on my character as soon as he's like level 10 or 15 or something like that. I don't know. Somewhere around there. And, where is it? Where's an alchemy store? I don't know. You can also sell your armor and weapons to the first person you see, and then like buy potions and or buy ingredients and then sell. Does that increase health? Yeah, it does. Alright, so I don't even have it. So let's just pretend I have it. So let's say I use a mortar and pestle, and I create a health potion. Obviously, mine are going to be better than most other people, but whatever. So let's say habits, and let's say since I got good berries, I use a spell that gives me more good berries. These good berries are pretty good. But you get a fixed amount, though. If only the casting time was faster. You get a ton of good berries. Now I can also walk on water. Yay! I don't know. So I think it was go to a random dungeon, try and grab all the weapons and armor you can, then sell it to the highest price. Alchemy. And another great way is if you can get vampire dust, bring it to that. I think I said that in the last video too.
You look scared.
Vampire dust, and what was the other one? The black bow. I think I definitely did that one. Basically for the vampire dust, I think apparently there's two different kinds of vampire dusts. Apparently, there's one that weighs 0.5 and 0.3, or 0.3, whichever one you want. I think he accepts the one that weighs less or the one that weighs more. I don't know. I just kept on giving him every vampire dust I get from the vampires that I kill. So I don't even know. What was another one? Oh yeah, this is the slowest one ever though, but it's pretty cool. Or it's very convenient though. If you're in a dungeon, try and collect as much gold as you can from enemies you kill, or from chests or coffins, depending on where you are. Coffins and all that. That's usually where you go to. So let's say, I don't know. Last time we went in there, it was empty. I'll go to Memorial Cave. If Memorial Cave doesn't have anything, oh well. I tried. So yeah. What else was there? I had a full detailed list in my head, and I was trying to remember everything. I couldn't remember it. Trying to remember. Oh yeah, if you want to, if you want me to download an Oblivion mod, just give me the name of it that you'll find on Test Nexus or Oblivion.Nexus mods or something. I don't know. I still call it Test Nexus, even though it says Nexus mods, but or Oblivion.Nexus mods. Okay, there's vampires in here. Yes, they respawned. Okay, well at least it's on. And basically, what you want to do is you want to go like kill vampires like this.
By
Eastmir's beard. Yeah. And you want to collect the vampire dust, and if you can, collect ebony, glass, and dangerous armor. And collect the weapons if you can. If the weapons weigh too much, then don't do it. I don't know if I actually did this quest line. Don't remember. But if I did or didn't, doesn't matter, but still. It's still good to know if I did. I know,
Who's there? Well, well.
There's another event here. I can play. I saw him go invisible twice, so...
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death. I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm.
Okay, so since they're being dicks right now, then I can't see them. Let's just go and, life detect. Yeah, I did life detection.
Why won't you die?
There we go. Was he shooting arrows at me? Yeah, it was, I think. I don't know. Yes, apparently. That's basically what you want to do is you want to go loot all the vampires though. And I think you get like 250 or you get a fixed amount depending on your level. I think mine's 250, but I could be wrong. I think it was the level you did it, that's the amount you'll always get. I know I always kept on getting like 25 when I was like level 3 when I did it, so. Obviously I did the duplication glitch and all that, so. You can also do it for your alchemy ingredients. I didn't do that, I actually did all these missions, and I didn't do all the missions though. I ended up doing more dungeons though. I don't care. Nox is pretty fast. Nox can kill you pretty quick. Yes, but just for the main reason of the Oblivion, I am going to wear the ring, or at least one of the rings of this set. Oh, I don't have it on this character. I don't have it on him though, but I probably do have it in the chest somewhere. I will keep it on Dremora, the one that we're using for the Let's Play. The reason why, and I don't know if anybody knows this though, but the reason why I'm doing that is because one of the bosses apparently can't die, or he heals way too fast. So I might as well do that just so that I have a fair chance of beating him. Because even though it's for Halloween still. So I guess you guys can expect that episode next week. 2 weeks from... We'll expect an episode probably the 28th or the 29th. Expect an episode of the Oubliettes probably about there. What you want to do afterward is you want to go to the Temple District. I think that's it. Yeah, I want to go to the Temple District. And for Oblivion and Skyrim, this is how it's going to go. If I'm done the main story in Oblivion, I'm not playing Oblivion anymore for the channel. That means Oblivion's done. This one I'm doing some of the main stuff last. On both games. Skyrim, as soon as I finish the main story, which means the Dragonborn stuff and all that.
You're welcome here. Hello.
Oh no, I didn't do the
You're welcome. Good day.
Okay. Basically,
Good day.
so basically, if you don't know this, Roland Geneseric, or basically, if you want to be more technical, this is his cabin, Roland Geneseric. Basically, what you want to do is you want to talk to him. But I didn't do the quest line. I might do it a little later. I don't think I did it in this character because I didn't need to. But if you did do that though, don't worry, you're good to go. I wish though there was a way to you can redo the city. I would keep this though, but I don't want to keep like the trees burnt, this broken, see, look at that, like that's just terrible.
So I've heard.
Like how nobody cares about it anymore.
The Oblivion crisis.
But yes, that's it for the money guide. I think that describes like everything that I know.
What do you need, champion? What do you need, champion?
Also, you can steal it from Dorian. I've done that a lot of times. But you can also steal it from other guards depending on if your sneak's pretty good. I can't seem to say if your pickpocketing is that high because there's no pickpocketing skill in this game.
What do you need, champion? Looks like you are in some trouble. Since we're friends, don't worry. I'll look the other way and take care of that fine for you.
Thank you. But since I am, though, the high chancellor, it doesn't matter if they catch me. Actually, no. For Oblivion, I'll actually continue a little bit further. Not Skyrim. Because Oblivion has something well, my Oblivion has something afterward. Which is known as the Servant of the Dawn. If you don't know, you know the Mythic Dawn people? You get to join them shortly after, and you get to become the High Chancellor. I just remembered that. So Oblivion will continue, at least from that storyline, a little bit after the main story is done. So yeah, that's about it for this. Tomorrow I'll do some more. I don't know. Goodbye guys, see you guys tomorrow. Maybe, I don't know. Goodbye guys.